Oh, yellow archers, Moravec red.
Alright.
Okay. Surely we can get it this right once per cast, I believe. God damn it.
You're
Oh, nice.
close.
Go on,
Though,
go on.
I think... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna revoke my statement.
Are you gonna claim this wasn't archers?
No, I was gonna say this is probably going to be Windborn Champions, as I see that out of Nightingale more often than I see Celis Crusaders, but it looks like he's gone for the Celis Crusader version.
There seems to be a reasonable split at the moment. Like, I think Capu and King Dans both favor um, Zealous at the moment, whereas Modnick and myself and some other people like champions. But I will say, for my own part, some of that's just I'm more comfortable with the playstyle. I'm not yet sure which is the strongest version of Cancer Archers.
I've played both, to be fair. I'm not sure what I think is stronger.
It's like, do I wish to troll my opponents with Zealous Crusader, or would I rather have 9 different movement tricks to my archers? Which is more likely to make them concede?
Yeah.
Okay, so Moravec is one of the fast witch lists. They actually seem to have fallen off a bit recently, compared to people basically just running kind of mono or duo colored decks which happen to have 3 wish in them.
Yeah, what I can tell from Moravec is this is going to be an unbound centered 3-wish deck. He's running a lot of the elementals and turning them into 6 drops is usually like very good value. So
Wow.
I'd assume to see we're gonna see 3 unbounds.
Pretty bold prediction you have there.
The main wait, never mind. It was an Outland Ranger. I was about to say the main deck can't fire, but it was from Outland.
Do you like Moravec's decision to go to both sides? Because what I've seen King Dans do quite a lot is just go all the way up whatever side the opponent's not going on when he plays 3 wishes. Hello?
Wait, who are you surprised by? Nightingale or Moravec? Sorry.
Nightingale's lands are completely standard. Well, I mean, I guess the third desert might have been a double land if he's the Crusader version, but yeah, that's not surprising. But with Moravec, I was wondering if you would have liked him just going up completely the opposite side from Nightingale and not building any lands for him.
I think giving him the option to campfire trade was something I didn't really like too much, but going towards his lands, I'm not really sure. Because you're an elemental deck and you have all these buffs, I assume through unbounds, and you have Garridans, so if creatures survive and get weakened, then it will work out for you in the long run. So I'm not really sure. I think this would have to be, I'd have to know the list and I'd have to have experimented with it both ways. My prediction is you probably want to avoid him, but I'm
So
not
he
really sure.
so he's trying to set up for Garridan quite clearly. But Nightingale should know this, right? Like if Nightingale trades into the Mochi, he's going to trade into the Mochi while thinking this sets me up for Garridan.
Man,
So
if Moravec had it, he was already at the land requirements for 3-wish.
wow,
This is
what
like turn 3, turn 4 for him?
Nightingale has. Well, we can count, right? He played 3 elementals, so it should be turn 5. Wow, double Sagittarius. I take it back. Nightingale has no respect for. Okay, but he might just kill him first. Yeah, you know what? This isn't. This looked kind of sketchy, but the fact that he sold reigns and just hit means that each of these Sagittarius is going to generate 4 mana before Garridan could come down. So, it's already too late, really.
Yeah, and then Garridan doesn't actually kill off the 2-4, so Nightingale is looking really far ahead.
Yeah.
But if a 3-wish comes and he has a way of healing and he is running these unbounds that I assume he's running, then maybe he has a way of dealing with these Celis Crusaders and can come back.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is to sell us as a 6/6 and we'll go to a 10/10.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't you trust me? God.
No, I was just showing the stream.
Okay, sure, sure.
Never trust Helios, guys. Okay, so out of Moravec, what do you want to see?
three wishes.
The 3/3 coming back makes sense. Does plus one make more sense than drawing a card? You've
Well, his
played
next
Mochi?
turn. What's he playing next turn? Pretty much 100% playing
Garridan.
Garrett, right? So if you don't plus one and the elemental dies, you're working off one mana. Yeah, maybe plus one is nice because he pretty much assuredly does nothing other than Garridan if he draws.
Well,
Whereas now,
if you draw into Windfall, you Windfall for sure, and because of the Mochi played card, like it would be a 6 cost
yeah, I guess
Windfall.
it depends what his list is. I mean, he might have Windfall. The Mochi suggests it makes him more likely that he does.
Tiki Piper, interesting. I wonder if that means he's also running enchantments.
I mean, we're running out of rum, right? Like, if he's playing
Yeah.
Garrett, normally if you play 7 drops, you run a package of, say, 6 of them. So that would be 6 cards gone. That's 3 wishes. Then
Magda!
just load of elementals.
This is next level.
He probably can't have all the things we're putting him on. I just don't think there's rum in his deck.
Well, I mean, he could, right? So far with the variety of cards we've seen, even them being 3-ofs, we could still see him having Unbound, we could see him having Enchant, and we could see him having Windfall, right?
Yeah, but that would mean he was running enchant off like just Tiki Piper and such.
Yeah.
And it's possible, but I don't know. I said this at the start of the cast as well, but it's pretty impossible to figure out what the hell Three Wishes are doing. Like, he could be anything.
It's true. It's very true. And that's lethal. So Nightingale's going to take game number 1.
Wow, didn't even get to play his Zealous Crusader. Feels bad. Not as bad as not winning, but would you have played the Zealous there before winning? Like, you could have set it up to double collect anyway.
All you do is reveal information.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, there are enough different versions of this list that he might not have had Zealous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one thing to guess your opponent's playing Zealous, it's another to know for sure. Because then you know, hey, if this is my last Unbound or my last Transform, I have to save it for Zealous or I'm going to lose when it gets played. So that situation would come up where, because you had the information, you could make a more educated play.
Hmm.
Now, he's used up his 3-wish deck, which had a bunch of different cards. What do you think he's got left?
I don't know, because I don't know what was in that Three Wish deck. Apparently red mid-range.
I guess we didn't see any Fire Elementals, right?
We didn't actually see any of the 7 cost cards, so him having Mochi probably means he doesn't have blue, because it's almost certainly Phantasm or Windfall is one of his 7 cost.
Right.
So I guess his last deck might just be yellow. And he doesn't want to play the mirror. It could be green yellow sack. Oh, so Nightingale's got one of those hands. This is awkward. For people who haven't played this matchup before, it's kind of red wins if the game turns into a slog. Like, eventually you die to Hate Seeds, to Firebringers, to the fact they play 3 Bomb Slingers, but yellow has a quite high probability of snowballing the early game, either by going to the other side and dropping archers, or by going to the same side and killing everything.
And,
So
you know, you said his hand was clunky, but it now looks like Nightingale's taken the lead. Because even
yeah,
if Moravec firebombs the Sagittarius, which he can't on one mountain, yeah, he just can't.
yeah. uh, So yeah, I mean, I guess I stand corrected. The hand developed really well.
And Moravec
I,
couldn't have played around it too well, because if he had done campfires on each of them, then double Wind Soldier clears, and if he had done double campfire on one of them, Wind Soldier Soul Drain kills it, but maybe it's more of an investment and you get to save your collector, your other one.
yeah, either way, I'd much rather be Nightingale here.
Yeah. So Nightingale can Wind Soldier and Outland Ranger this turn.
He could. Oh, he can't actually +1 Outland and just shoot before 2. The land positioning for Moravec was actually
Well,
interesting because by placing it where he did, he got the axe kind of spot. And oh wait, he can. I can't
yeah.
count. Okay, whoops. Anyway, so he put it in range of the archer, which is a better spot in general for axe grinders, and it actually played around the Wind Soldier double click trade. But on the flip side, he put it in range of an archer, so like swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. Though your opponent just used their Soul Drain and a Wind Soldier, so you say, hey, maybe you don't have more pings or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think you just have to play the axe grinder here,
Yeah.
and then, I mean, he's going to end up being really sad, but like,
You just
yeah,
mountain,
this
right?
was the right play. Yeah, I think so. Because you need to be able to get to Firebomb and such, but also be able to play your cards. I don't know,
Okay.
this doesn't. Does this achieve much? Because
Well, it gets the mountain aggressive for Fireburner, so maybe he's saying, I'll
oh,
keep letting you get value and then I'll just drop a Fireburner on your face.
yeah, that's fair enough. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder how Nightingale plays this. So, oh, he already drew. Never mind. I know how Nightingale plays this. He draws.
Well,
So,
I, he does have options though, because the 3/2 can collect, he can play Sagittarius, he can shoot face, gain 2 Feria, and then trade Wind
so
Soldier trade.
then again, I think hitting for 2 is actually worth like more than 2 Failure, or at least 2 Failure. So I prefer how he did it.
Yeah. But then again, if you draw Zealous Crusader next turn and the opponent plays like an Axe Grinder, maybe you would have preferred... No, you would still prefer this line actually. I take it back. Flameburst comes down on the Sagittarius, but Nightingale has another one.
I mean, Moravec's gonna get to try his Firebringer Gambit, and it's not terrible. He can't be hit in the face anymore, and Nightingale doesn't actually have a good answer yet. But I think, oh okay,
Oh,
mind.
yeah, I think it would have worked out pretty well for him. Nightingale's best answer then would have been to like shoot it and Wind Soldier Soldiering, which would have been a lot of investment, or just not kill it and play a Harvester.
Yeah, like I guess with knowledge of its hand, it would have worked out quite well. I mean, it's hard to tell, but that said, I think I did like playing it because you're just even like you just opt into being further behind if you firebomb it, whereas the Firebringer, maybe Nightingale just didn't have good answers.
And this
I
turn
mean,
Nightingale can shoot it with the Sagittarius, so Wind Soldier Soldiering shoot is going to
yeah,
pay off.
that worked out really well for Nightingale. Actually, I guess I mean he could have double Wind Soldiered it, so I guess it's yeah. It turns out having all the removal is pretty good in this matchup, especially if the opponent doesn't get their 4 HP things early.
Something that
Um,
also paid off though for Nightingale was that Moravec double landed so aggressively that Nightingale could benefit from the lands with Wind Soldier, whereas if Moravec had just like made a mountain and outland and then double landed and dropped the outland and was set up defensively double collecting, then
yeah,
it would be a drastically different game.
or even just gone into the wells to force Nightingale to make extra lands for his Wind Soldier. In fact, yeah, if Moravec had just gone into the wells, um, with a mountain, wait, or no, even double land into the wells and then played both outlands like that. Nightingale, it was Nightingale's turn 2, so he wouldn't have been able to Wind Soldier, and then Moravec could have Shadim pested, so it would have
Yep.
been a pretty different game.
So from Nightingale now we can see Wind Soldier come down, kill the 4/3, Flash Wind Sagittarius shoot face, Kellium hit face, Desert, and Follower hit face, and then drop a Charger. Can
Sounds
he do
good.
it and instead drop Zealous? I think he can. Yeah, instead he can just drop Zealous.
Drop both? No. Alright,
Yeah, I think the follower is just going to collect step on the mountain and then
yeah.
Zealous get played aggressively, because that sets
Yeah,
up lethal.
or the other way around. I mean, Nightingale. Let's be real, Nightingale
Yeah,
can do whatever.
this game's over. It's just it would have been over slightly faster unless you top decked a mobility card.
But how does one get faster than concede?
Maybe your opponent hesitates on the concede.
I mean, this is kind of what the matchup looks like when yellow wins. And as I said, I think it's about 50-50, but yellow wins the game, so they just snowball incredibly hard early. Red wins if you can't tell who's winning by the mid game, then red's winning and probably respawn.
Though there is always those like niche plays where even in the mid game it'll look like red's winning, and then yellow just somehow finds this clutch play, and all ins and wins.
Yeah, like what Heavy did in round one. Okay, now Nightingale's just trying to make the biggest
Yeah,
jealous
this is just showing off.
He's gonna
Doesn't
wait
even
till that.
develop the 1818 Celis.
I mean, this makes sense because now he can hit once more and develop a 2020 instead. Like, if you understand his game plan, you'll see it's the right play.
Yeah. Wait. No, then he just shoots face.
Oh,
And then
oh,
passes. Next
yeah.
turn shoots face, passes.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
turn shoots face, passes.
okay,
Play
that was
a
too much.
24.
I don't know. Man, that's just too much. You'd have to be a monster in order to do that.
You never go all in on Celis. You're right. The archer's dead. Now Nightingale's best move is just play Celis and kill him.
He's not gonna hit him for 3 though. Oh,
Oh
again.
wow, he missed playing a 2020. Misplay.
Now I just don't understand Nightingale's lines. I mean, his earlier plays made sense, assuming he was trying to